photobooth event can end in complete chaos within minutes. Music shuts down, guests start leaving, staff begin rushing, and suddenly nobody knows where anything is. A missing LED sign, 3 props gone, a premium backdrop mixed into the wrong storage case, an entire wedding kit incomplete before the next booking even begins. And the worst part? Most photobooth businesses still try to manage all of this through memory, random storage bins, or spreadsheets nobody updates consistently. That's why smart operators are abandoning guesswork completely. Instead, they're building simple tracking systems using QR labels, color-coded prop kits, inventory apps, and pre-packed event cases that instantly show what's missing before chaos turns into lost profit. Because the businesses scaling fastest aren't the ones with more equipment, they're the ones losing less of it. At first, most photo booth owners think losing props is just part of the business. A missing sign after a wedding, a pair of LED glasses gone after a birthday party, a backdrop frame somehow ending up in the wrong storage unit. Small problems until the business starts growing, because once multiple events happen every weekend, the chaos multiplies fast, staff forget what belongs where. Setup kits get mixed together. Expensive props disappear without anyone noticing until the next booking is already waiting. And this is where most businesses make the same mistake. They try solving an operational problem with memory, or spreadsheets nobody updates consistently after exhausting late-night events. That's why smart photo booth operators are building systems designed to eliminate guessing completely, not complicated corporate software. Simple inventory workflows that instantly reveal what's missing before the next event turns into panic. Some use QR labels attached directly to storage bins and prop kits. Others organize every event theme into color-coded cases where missing items become obvious immediately, because once businesses start scaling, visibility becomes everything. Think about how much inventory a modern photo booth company actually handles props. Signs, LED accessories, custom wedding kits, chargers, cables, lighting equipment, backdrops, pretenders.iPads, replacement parts. And every single item becomes another opportunity for confusion if the system behind it is weak. That's why disorganization quietly becomes one of the biggest hidden profit leaks in the event industry. Not because items disappear occasionally, because businesses waste massive amounts of time searching for them. A staff member spending 20 minutes hunting for one missing cable. An owner reorganizing storage bins before an event. Emergency replacement orders because nobody realized inventory was incomplete. Small inefficiencies repeated every week slowly drain profit and energy from the business. And over time, the mental stress becomes worse than the financial cost itself, because chaotic businesses force owners to remember everything manually, which means the brain never fully relaxes. Did the batteries get charged? Where's the neon sign? Was the premium wedding kit returned? Who packed the DSLR cables after the last event? Constant mental tracking becomes exhausting. This is why experienced operators increasingly treat inventory systems like operational survival instead of boring admin work. Because the businesses scaling successfully understand something important. Every missing item creates friction, and friction compounds. One missing prop delays setup, delayed setup increases stress, stress increases mistakes damage client experience, all from one item nobody tracked properly. That's why many smart photo booth businesses are simplifying inventory instead of complicating it. Some now create fully pre-packed event kits, where everything needed for specific event types stays together permanently. Corporate setups. Wedding kits, luxury parties, kids events, nothing gets mixed. Others attach QR codes to bins linked to mobile inventory apps, so staff instantly check what belongs inside each case before loading vehicles. And the reason these systems work so well is surprisingly simple. People are bad at remembering repetitive operational details under pressure, especially after long events. The human brain performs worse when tired, rushed, or overstimulated, exactly the conditions most tear-down situations create. That means businesses relying entirely on memory eventually become chaotic automatically, not because owners are lazy, because the system itself is flawed. And now the event industry is moving faster than ever. More bookings, more equipment, more customization, more client expectations, which means operational clarity is becoming one of the biggest competitive advantages photo booth businesses can have. Because while some operators are still guessing where inventory went, organized businesses already know exactly what's missing before the van doors even close, and that level of control changes everything. Stop becomes faster. Training becomes easier, stress drops dramatically. Replacement cost shrinks, events run smoother. not because the business became less demanding, but because the chaos finally became measurable instead of invisible. The real reason smart tracking systems matter isn't inventory, it's speed, because in the event industry, speed quietly controls everything: how fast teams set up, how quickly problems get solved, how efficiently events run, how much stress owners carry every weekend, and businesses drowning in disorganization move slower in every possible way. They search instead of execute, meaching for missing props, matching for chargers, searching for the correct wedding signs, meaching through random storage bins, hoping expensive equipment is still there. That wasted time compounds across every single event, and over months, the damage becomes enormous, especially for growing photo booth companies managing multiple bookings every week, because as inventory increases, chaos scales faster than revenue if systems stay weak. More props create more confusion, more setups create more mix-ups. More staff create more communication mistakes, and eventually the business reaches a dangerous point where the owner becomes the only person who knows where everything actually is. That's when scalability starts collapsing. Because a business trapped inside one person's memory can't grow efficiently for long. This is why experienced operators now build systems designed for visibility instead of memory. Some businesses use photo-based inventory systems where every prop kit is photographed before leaving storage and again after returning. Others use mobile inventory apps, allowing staff to instantly scan QR labels during setup and teardown. Some create grab-and-go event cases where every themed package stays permanently organized together: a wedding, kits corporate, kits luxury party, kits kids event, kits nothing gets mixed, nothing gets guessed. And the psychological impact of this organization is massive, because once owners stop constantly wondering where things are, mental energy changes completely, stress drops, decision-making improves, events feel smoother, teams communicate better. That's the hidden power of operational clarity. It doesn't just protect inventory, it protects focus. And focus becomes incredibly valuable in live event businesses where unexpected problems happen constantly. Because something always goes wrong eventually: a delayed venue entry, a broken cable, a missing backdrop part, a staff member running late. The businesses surviving those moments best are usually the ones already operating from organized systems instead of panic. And social media has made this even more important. Modern clients expect seamless experiences. They don't care how difficult events are behind the scenes. They expect the booth to work instantly. They expect props to look complete. They expect setups to feel premium and professional. One disorganized event can immediately damage trust, especially in industries built heavily on referrals, Instagram content, and online reputation. That pressure means businesses can no longer afford invisible operational chaos behind the scenes, which is why the smartest operators are simplifying everything. Fewer loose items, fewer random storage methods, fewer unnecessary decisions during setup and cleanup, because every unnecessary decision creates friction, and friction slows businesses down. That's why many successful photo booth companies eventually realize something surprising. The goal isn't owning more equipment, it's controlling the equipment you already have, because a smaller, organized inventory often performs better than a massive, chaotic one. And maybe that's the deeper lesson behind all of this. Most creative businesses don't struggle because owners lack talent. They struggle because operational disorder slowly drains energy, time, and profit until growth starts feeling exhausting instead of exciting. But systems interrupt that cycle. They create predictability inside an industry built around pressure and movement. And once businesses stop guessing, everything changes. Stop gets faster, training gets easier, events become smoother, stress becomes manageable, not because the business became easier, but because the chaos finally stopped controlling it. So here's a question worth thinking about. If someone walked into your storage room right now, could they understand your entire business system within 10 minutes? Or would it look like organized confusion only you understand? Drop your answer below. And if you want more real-world breakdowns on photo booth systems, hidden business leaks, and the operational strategies smart event companies use to scale profitably, subscribe, because the businesses growing fastest are usually the ones removing the most chaos behind the scenes.